Welcome back to the Green Room Podcast. This very special episode, the Halloween special.
Yes. Ooga booga.
Begging your pardon.
Ooga boonga. Ooh. I just wanted to scare you because it's Halloween.
Jacob's choking already.
No, keep going.
Okay, we're going. I'm Massimo. That's Brendan. We're your hosts
Happy
for
Halloween.
today. We have our I'm just going to get into it. We have one of our favorite bands in town on the pod. They're first reoccurring guests, actually.
Yes, the first. Yeah, you guys are the first to
reoccurring
do it
guests.
twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Brendan's band, More Weight, with Jacob and Zach. Here, come on.
What up, baby?
Ooh.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Yes.
And if you've noticed, it's definitely 5 o'clock somewhere. And we're having some old fashions
It's
because why not?
the holidays.
Courtesy of
It
Jacob.
is the
Yes.
holidays, you know.
Any excuse to have.
Which holiday?
Halloween.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that not a holiday? I'm confused.
I guess so.
This weird stance he's taking.
It's on the calendar. It's a
He's
holiday.
like, oh yeah, it's a
Just
holiday.
trying to make it think, you know?
Yeah, it's just government funded.
Sure. Hey, it's just a freaking plan by Big Costume to sell more
Yes.
costume.
Candy. And
Big
candy.
Spirit Halloween.
And candy.
Just trying to take
Candy's
over.
at
Dude,
work.
Where's
Candy's
that?
in on it, man.
Where's that place? It's the hard. Is it Lowe's or Home Depot where you can go and get that skeleton that's like taller than
I think
Oh,
it's
like the
Lowe's.
third-
I think it's
15
Lowe's.
foot one?
Yeah.
Lowe's.
No, yeah. That's insane.
They
That's
said
They
it's
wanted-
werewolf.
They
It's
wanted
like
to
a
do
werewolf.
that here on the marquee. They want to put a big ass skeleton on top of the
Like
marquee.
hanging over the front of
Yeah.
the
You're
the
saying
park.
that
That'd be
like that's a
cool.
bad thing.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
cool.
awesome.
The problem is that I think if I remember
I don't think
correctly,
you can
it was
hold
like
it.
city ordinances wouldn't let us, and it was like too heavy for
I
the
was, gonna
marquee
say, I was like,
weight.
the problem is you guys work here and you guys have to be.
Yeah,
part
you
of
have
it.
to like.
and guess who's putting it up and taking it down?
Yeah, you'd be the ones taking it down.
And Nick would help.
Oh, Nick,
too.
You have to
That'd
like
be
pay
Nick's
to rent
baby.
like a scissor lift and a crane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we have a genie backstage. We'd have to wheel the genie out
Oh
front.
yeah.
And
I think
so-
it moves
put the
like a
genie
mile
out
an
front.
hour.
yeah.
It'd take
I'm
you
not
30
doing
minutes
that.
to get it from backstage to the street.
No,
Yeah,
30
maybe
minutes to
don't do it.
unbox the thing.
Anyway, I figure before we get into band stuff, since it is Halloween,
Yeah.
I just figure we throw it out there. What is your least favorite costume you've ever seen of all time?
Ever seen?
Ever seen? Not one
Jacob,
you've worn.
Jacob, go first. You go
But
first.
have you ever seen a costume that just infuriated you? Because
I have a friend.
I have one. I have a couple's costume in mind, but you go first.
The couple's costumes just annoy me personally, and I think
How's
it's
it
maybe
gonna be
because
mine,
it
bro?
might be because I am lonely, and it upsets me. That's that anytime that I'm
Yeah,
around people
literally
that
last
aren't.
time you were in a relationship, you came to my house in a couple's
I
costume.
was gonna say, like they annoy. And guess whose idea it was? Not mine, brother.
Not yours to dress up as Breaking Bad characters.
No, because I had just shown. I don't want to talk about my ex on this podcast. We're cutting. Yeah, we're cutting
move
that.
on, move on.
This is the time to talk about
Yeah,
it.
let's unpack
yeah.
some stuff. This is actually we
I mean,
just brought you
hey
here
guys,
to talk
listen to our record, and we can talk all about it. I had a friend in high school that every single year would wear the same 3-piece suit.
Oh.
And anytime somebody would go ask him who he is, he would just say a different person. Or if somebody was like, "Are you this person?" He'd be like, "Yeah." And he did that all 4 years I knew him
So
in high
like,
school.
what,
funny,
what
actually.
people did they think?
James
he-
Bond. Like was
Okay.
like the big
American
one.
Psycho.
Bruce Wayne. Yeah, Patrick
Yeah.
Bateman. Like just
Yeah.
like
What?
just random. Like what's the guy from Mad Men? John Hamm's character.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then you could also be I'm from Wolf Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Yeah,
Men
like
in
in
Black.
every
I was about to
Men
say
in
Men
Black.
in
and every
Black.
single
Yeah.
year, it annoyed me, dude. It pissed
so
me off.
funny,
I don't know why
actually.
it pissed me off so bad.
Can I
but
tell
it
you,
did.
that sounds like a me move. That does sound like something I would do.
Yeah, dude, it sounds.
Be like, well, I'm whoever you want me to be.
What's your
I can be
most?
anything you want.
What's the most annoyed you've ever been with a Halloween costume? Your least favorite.
I know you said it doesn't have to be one that we wore, but
No,
I,
go for it.
I
Go
am
for it.
gonna say one that I wore.
Here we go.
I wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween when I was growing up,
Okay.
but there was one year where for some reason I was allowed to dress up. Don't remember. I was pretty young. It was literally the year that Minecraft came out.
Oh,
Whoa,
nice.
good
Okay,
year.
throwback year.
Yeah.
I made a costume, like a Minecraft Steve costume,
Yeah.
out of cardboard boxes.
Dude.
That's adorable.
And
That's
this was,
awesome.
That's
I
so
thought
cute.
I thought it was like really good, but looking back, why did I make the shirt red?
You made the shirt
Yeah.
red?
I made it red. I painted
made it red?
Yeah, I did. I don't know.
dumbass.
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I worked really hard on it though. I just overlooked the color of the shirt, but I didn't even know I didn't know that Minecraft was like popular. I was
Yeah.
homeschooled. And
Ah,
I
there
just
it
was
is.
playing a
There
game.
it is.
And there it is.
And I was like, I'm gonna dress up as this. And then like I'm walking around the neighborhood and someone goes, "You're a Minecraft Steve." And I'm like, "I'm Zach. I don't know who Steve is." And then
Is
looking
this the
back,
Krusty Krab?
No, this is
Patrick.
yeah, I don't know why I made the shirt red. I don't even have a picture of the costume.
So that's no,
unfortunately.
you got it.
You do.
Your mom
If
has to
you're-
or something, dude.
If you
we
find
gotta,
a picture, I want that, and I'll put it up on the pod right now.
Yes.
I'm not
We
even
have to
kidding.
put
I
that-
want that
Dude,
picture.
I don't know. I don't think there is one.
We
I
will
don't think
find
my
one.
mom wanted
so funny.
Halloween documented.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so. God, that's so. It's not like you did the wrong color blue. It's a completely different.
It was
red.
red.
It's not like
red.
you wore a
Were the
cyan
pants
shirt
still purple?
or blue or whatever.
Blue.
I think they're purple
You
pants.
know, I don't know.
We don't know what color your
You
pants
just wore
were.
whatever and put boxes on your arms, and you're like, I'm
I
Steve.
did. I made a giant box costume. It was crazy. I like cut out the eyes. Dude,
That's
this was
funny.
completely DIY as like, I don't even know what year that was. I don't know. I was probably 13 or 14.
Zach's hardcore punk DIY ethics started with Minecraft. Steve.
I mean, if you think about it, it is kind of punk game.
You gotta do what
a
you
little
gotta do,
bit.
man.
You're
You know?
just kind of like, hey, I'm straight and I'm screwed. Time to just figure shit out.
Yeah,
it's kind
dude.
of fun.
Killing animals and things.
Yeah, Masmo,
Guys,
you got
when
one?
are we starting a server together, man?
Starting
Dude.
a what?
Minecraft
server.
server. When we
when
when they
I-
revert it like 20 updates. What's up with this new? They add all these weird animals and all this new shit. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
dude.
They're making
the first
it
time
real.
hopping in after the cave update is daunting
Dude,
for
what?
everyone.
Yeah,
You're,
there's,
you're
like,
just mining down,
ocelots.
and then all of a sudden you're
I'm
in
like, dude,
like
what's an
this-
ocelot?
Watching Brendan spiral
cat.
on his podcast about Minecraft was not on my bingo card today.
It's just like ripping his hair out.
But I really wish it was. Like,
I mean, but
just
for
saw
real though,
genuine
dude,
rage
back in the
your
day,
eyes.
the most like crazy creature, other than like the Ender Dragon shit, was like a wolf. Now it's like there's
They had
ocelots
no, they
and
had ocelots.
sloths.
I'm gonna-
Like, just,
Parrots,
what do we
there's
do?
different
no
species
sloths.
of fish.
I'm
It's
defending.
great.
I'm defending Minecraft. Ocelots
Thank
were.
you.
I remember ocelots being in the game pretty early on in the jungle.
Yeah, because you can
biome.
domesticate them into cats. You like
Yes,
feed them
that's
fish,
how you
and
get
then
a
they
cat.
become- That's how you get pet
That's how you
cats.
get a cat.
Oh shit!
Yes,
that's
you
right.
do.
Yes, you do.
What do you mean? What are you talking
You've
about?
always done that.
Cats, you can, but not.
And where do you find?
Yeah,
and
you-
before there were cats in the game, it was just ocelots.
You
that
don't
you
get a
would
cat
tame.
What
until
update
you-
was that?
I don't know. The one in 2014.
I don't
I'm not
religiously
gonna lie.
follow.
I think you're right. I forgot about that, but you're absolutely
Jamie,
right.
pull that up.
Yeah, hey, Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah,
guys
the
need-
man behind the
you
camera,
guys need a
which is
Jamie.
me.
Y'all do
Let
need
me
a
just
Jamie.
run over
We
there.
need a Jamie. The problem is that we can't get a Jamie for free.
I'll do it. That'd be fun.
I was like,
I just
hey,
want to be a part of
Hey
something.
man, as somebody who has made a lot of crazy stuff happen, thanks to the help of my friends, you can absolutely get a Jamie.
That
for
is
free.
true.
You can absolutely
Hey,
get a Jamie
hey,
for free.
question.
What's your least?
Who's Jamie?
He doesn't watch Joe. It's Joe Rogan's guy behind the camera that looks everything up for him.
Oh, that's
Every
right.
time something happens,
pretty
I don't know
Massimo-
the answer. He just goes, "Jamie, pull that up."
Massimo, what's your least favorite Halloween costume? you've
Yeah.
seen?
I don't know if I really have a least favorite, but one thing I really despise is when people go ham on like face makeup, but not just like, you know, I'm gonna doll
Like when they make
myself
themselves
up.
look like a bird
Like
with
they're
makeup.
green and like their face is green for 5 days.
Massimo
like,
hates the spirit of Halloween. You hear to hear it first, folks.
Massimo hates body paint. You've never been to
I'm
a
not
college
a big
football
fan
game,
of
have
body
That's a
you?
paint.
crazy thing to just hate. I just have never
I
heard
don't know
this
if I hate
take
it.
before.
I don't know if I hate it. I see someone like the first thing came to mind was Shrek. Like someone going,
Yeah.
like being
Full-
Shrek.
I don't know, that'd be
and
pretty
they do
legendary.
the whole thing. I'm like, just throw a mask on, man. Like that's too
That
much.
is true. I did wear
That's
masks.
too much.
I was a stormtrooper into Darth Vader into Yoda. Like I just wore anything where I didn't have to show my face. That way in pictures I didn't have to smile.
'Cause
Like,
you're
you just
a
wear
nerd.
Star
a
Wars?
mask on and just
Let's therapy that.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about this. All right,
Why
we're
didn't- why
unpacking
didn't
your
you just
trauma.
smile?
We're
I
unpacking
was
your
like,
trauma next.
Why didn't you like to smile when you were growing up?
I don't know, but I remember vividly, and I could show you the picture too. My family taking a picture where I was Darth Vader, and I had the mask on my head, and we were about to take pictures. I was like, oh, I gotta put my mask on so I don't have to smile.
How old were you?
12,
That's crazy.
maybe.
And now you play in a metal band.
yes, it tracks.
does that
It
say?
Yeah,
tracks.
what does that say
Yeah.
about?
Mine is Cersei and Jaime Lannister. Just because it's so wrong. It's so wrong. And you see it.
Do you want to know what me and Alexis are dressing up for this year?
Jon Snow and
And Daenerys, yeah.
Well, and Maddie and I thought about doing that too. And
They're
both
not
showing
related,
up.
right? Those ones? Those two?
Oh, they are. They're like second cousins or something.
Or like Luke and Leia.
Yeah, dude, couple costumes as Luke and Leia is crazy.
I've never heard of a couple doing
costumes
Luke
that
and
are
Leia.
brother and sister.
I mean, me and Alexis did Leia and Han Solo last
That's
year.
adorable.
No, the year before.
But that
That's-
makes sense and that's cute.
Because, you know, they like are they're not related.
They're not related,
They're not
yeah.
siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, Luke and Leia.
Most, yeah.
As a
I
couple?
want to pull back on the couples thing that I said. Like, it is, I do enjoy a good couples costume. Like, I think it is cute. I'm saying this directly to the camera. If you
Uh-oh.
are in a relationship
Here we go.
and you decide this year for Halloween that you're going to go as Harley Quinn and Joker, hands on sight. I don't know. I'm like that on sight, bro.
If
like
I see
earrings are coming
anyone-
out. Like I that is the most annoying. It's the most hot take. The most annoying people do that, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Kind of agree, yeah.
Yeah, it's the most annoying people.
What was the thing last year? Everyone was dressing up as like Barbenheimer, right? Or
Oh, yeah,
Barbie.
one
yeah.
person
Barbie
was
and
off.
Ken, which like
Barbie
made
No,
and
no,
Ken.
sense.
Barbie
I
and
saw-
Ken are Barbie and the guy from
And
Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
And Robert
I saw the
Jackson.
Barbenheimer couples costumes were pretty
I
funny.
mean, that's kind of, I don't know,
That's
that's
a
kind of
dark
funny.
couple.
That is
I was
kinda
gonna
funny.
say, hey, I'm Barbie. Who are you? I'm the father of the atomic bomb. I am the architect of the hellscape we are currently living in.
Yes. Yeah.
I am the birth of late stage capitalism. That's what it is.
see, but if we see a Luke and Leia walking around,
That's
Trip
so
them.
crazy.
That is true. Nobody thinks about it. If you
No
saw
one
it, you'd
thinks
be like,
about
oh,
it.
cool, they're from Star Wars. You would go,
no.
No, I would think as a
Wait a
deep
minute.
Star Wars fan, I'd be like, that's gross. That's really gross.
No. They say we're episode 4, Luke and Leia.
Yeah,
Where they don't know.
Before George
don't
Lucas
know yet.
decided they were related.
Guys, it was before George Lucas played around with the concept of incest in his scripts.
Yes.
Okay?
yeah.
He was like, could we do this? Everyone around was like, bro.
yeah.
They're like, so here's the thing: is we can't stop you, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Y'all know the timeline though of what went down, right? George
That's-
Lucas just decided to make them related in episode 6.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I didn't know
really?
this.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a whole separate movie or trilogy after the original trilogy where Luke goes to find his lost sister. But they it was probably budget issues
Yeah.
or timeline. They just threw that whole kind of plot line into episode 6 and they just made Leia his sister. So
How
in
do you know
episode
that? How do you know that?
dude, you should see the amount of books that I have on Star
I will
Wars.
say that
I
actually
mean, okay.
would have made it worse if they had not mentioned it and
Yeah, I
then
was
made
gonna say, I
3
don't-
more movies
I don't
just
like
about
that.
him finding his sister.
No,
Yeah.
but like, what if she was like, I don't know, it could have been sick.
I mean, it could have been
Nah.
sick.
Yes.
I don't know.
I like
Ego-
the way that was, man. I'm not gonna lie. Isn't Han Solo? He's there too.
I like that Han Solo got her, but I also think it's really funny that they were like, let's not introduce a new female character to this movie. Hey, that girl he kissed, you know?
Hey, that one girl, it's his sister. Yeah.
Like we
as
got
much-
the one. We don't need
like,
any more.
God,
Yeah, not
like,
defending George. That
It
was
is
definitely
it is so funny to me
oversight.
how much Star Wars, like I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm getting a Star Wars tattoo.
What are you
The
getting?
Yeah, wait,
mental
what are you
test.
getting?
Yeah, what are you getting?
I'm just getting Vader's lightsaber, just like
That's sick.
ignited.
You gonna
That's
get a
sick.
red?
I'm gonna get it not colored, but the
That's
hilt
cool,
is
though.
going to be. I have all
So
black.
the
and
true
gray.
fans will know what it is. And
Exactly.
people will be like, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's a cool
People will be like, "It's a
lightsaber."
light," because you look at it,
You know, it's Darth Vader's
and
lightsaber.
at first you'll be like, it's Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber or it's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, depending on
Ah.
that. But if you really look at it, it's like, no, that's Vader's after he turns because he changed some of the. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about it.
That's cool.
I'm
Oh, that's
tight on
cool,
it.
That's
actually.
cool shit,
tight on
actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
All
now
right,
that we're 16 minutes into this podcast,
Half an hour in, we're
how,
gonna.
how are you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Doing good.
Honestly, I was gonna say this on the last time we were on this podcast. Him and I were in real bad
We
shape.
were in really bad shape.
and now,
Yeah,
Hey,
physically,
my
you're
wrist
broken.
works. My
cheers,
wrist
baby.
works.
Cheers with that new wrist you got.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Complete with the screw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the scarring and everything
Yeah.
from the surgery.
No, we're doing
You got a
good.
screw in your wrist?
Yeah, dude. Last time I was on the podcast, my wrist was broke, which actually
You didn't know it was broken.
I rewatched it. Yeah, I didn't know it was broke. I thought I just really f***ed it up.
Yeah.
And in reality, it was totally broken. I broke the most important part of my wrist.
Oh,
Had to get
the important part of your wrist being.
my scaphoid. That's like the
Gonna
bone
act like
right
I know
here.
what that is?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you were trying to ask.
The scaffolding in your
What's
wrist.
No,
that?
scaphoid. It's
Hey,
like
Zach, what's the most important part of your wrist?
If you just said the most important part of my wrist, I'd be like, you mean your wrist?
You mean
The whole thing.
Oh, the whole
whole
thing.
thing.
So here's the
Like,
thing about the
guys, why
human.
is this happening?
Here's the thing about like most parts of the human body is you kind of need all of them.
I
You
was
know?
gonna
Like,
say,
That's true. One piece
What's-
goes missing and everything else falls
What's the
apart.
most important? The whole deal is pretty
No, dude,
substantial.
like straight up, like several doctors during that whole ordeal told me that this was like it's like one of the most common fractures, but it's also like the most important like structural part of your wrist.
Whoa.
I don't
Yeah.
even know all that.
Well, now you do.
Because
Can I see-
we were talking about when we were recorded the last podcast last year. We were
Yeah.
recording. We had just started recording
Yeah.
our record.
I remember
and
that.
because of
I remember that.
because of the surgery, we couldn't. We had to wait. So that's why if you go back and watch our previous episode, we say that the record is going to be coming out in like the winter.
No.
And then it dropped
No,
in
no, no.
April. Well, yeah,
Remember-
we said the single was going to be coming out October 27th of 2024.
I had-
Or of 2023.
Yeah.
It certainly did not. It came
No.
out in March, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
March 12th, I think, or something like
Of
that. Yeah.
2024.
But listen, we had to. I wanted Zach to be 100%. You know.
Here's the deal. We made a deal on that before we walked in, and when you guys were on, we was like, we're gonna pick a day, and then the day didn't happen, and I'm really sad that day didn't.
And we
happen.
did that
Yeah.
to hurt you.
it was all a
Well,
setup.
and here's the thing: is that in full transparency, those recordings that we did
Bad.
after that, we
Yep.
didn't release because we didn't like them.
We
so
re-recorded-
we recorded
if we would have put
everything.
it out, it would have been a product we wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
necessarily happy
we
with.
re-recorded. I mean,
Because
first
we had
records
already
are so
recorded
important.
most of 2 songs, right?
We had
that
literally, we
point.
were just
Yeah.
recording Downfall.
Downfall.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And a first record to me is like, it's so important of like, I mean, obviously like,
I'd be
I'm,
happy with it.
like you personally have to really like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I remember when we all sat around and we came up with 1,000 different ideas to how to fix it in post. And then I think I think it was one of you two that was like, we could just throw it away.
could
And I was
just-
like,
we could
oh,
just
thank
start
God, because
over.
I don't like any of that. You know, like I was like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
That's a
Vocals
tough decision,
recorded.
though.
Vocals recorded in Brendan's bedroom, not his closet, just in his bedroom. I was like, we can't release this. Like,
Yeah.
that was our pre-production for the record that we made in our
We've
homes.
learned a lot though.
Yeah.
From
No,
those
we know, like,
I was gonna say
mistakes.
That time-
in doing that, that's like
We-
still good experience
That's
to
Yeah.
do that.
That's
We
why it
never
felt
were-
so good to drop this record.
Yeah.
because it was like, oh my God, we did it.
and that's your first thing you're putting out to the world.
Yeah, it's
so.
6
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
They're not short. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
not like long. They're like super
No,
long
yeah.
songs, except for that last one. If you listen to the record,
If you know, you know.
Ooh.
But yeah, like it's like we worked really hard on the songwriting. So many intricate details in all of these songs. Like I went back and listened to the record for the first time last week, and I
Dude,
was like,
I did it like a month ago.
yeah, and I was like, I forgot. Like, 'cause we've been playing these songs for a full year now, and
More than that.
more than that. But like since releasing, we're coming up on like we've been playing these songs for over a year, and I don't know. I guess I don't think about it live, like all of the crazy little details that like you're doing and that you're doing, and how
Yeah.
like all like, and then I go back and listen to it, and I'm like, we kind of crushed this. You know what I mean? Like, I was like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
kind of the coolest record I've ever been a part of.
I'm
Every
definitely
time-
proud of like what work we did put into it after
too.
all of the setbacks.
It was a labor of love. There was a day where I genuinely had a mental breakdown in the vocal booth. I don't know if you.
I
were
wasn't there for that, but I
Oh,
heard
that
about
was when
it
we were
postpartum.
recording in my
I had-
garage, right?
Yeah, I had a.
I had the blanket curtains all around him. He
Yeah.
was just enclosed in the middle of my garage.
I was just complete. I just had there was a day where I knocked out like 3 songs in one day on
Yeah.
vocals, and then I came back the next day to do it, and I barely got through one. Like I didn't even finish,
Wow.
and I had like a true like crash out moment of like, band's done. You know, like I was like,
Well,
like,
we didn't
I can't do this
order
anymore.
the songs in a way that made sense because I think the first day we just like started with the hardest song and then you were just
Didn't
burned.
we start with Hide Me? It was like
no,
okay.
we
Oh, we're
did
doing that.
because I gotta be honest. Screaming compared to the singing stuff, like the melodic singing that I do on this
Yeah.
record, the screaming is a lot easier. It's one tone, it's one sound, and it's not like a talent, it's more like a skill.
Yeah.
Like it's like not anybody can sing melodically. Anybody can train their vocal cords to do like a fry. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I was like, let's do the singing stuff first so that we can just knock it out of the way. And I don't even know what happened, man. Just somewhere in the middle of recording vocals, every single thing that I heard back in my headphones, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. And had like
Yeah.
a true I remember the moment where I was just screaming my head off, just like, oh damn it! Like losing it in the vocal booth. And Zach's upstairs in his bedroom, be like, hey buddy, you okay? I was
I
like,
think I could go through and probably find some of those.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
projects.
sure.
I could probably find
Yeah.
some like very candid Jacob moments.
dude, it was
some
not.
honest and raw moments.
It was
and
not
that first time we recorded Downfall, we tried to record guitars live, didn't like it.
What?
And remember, we
Did we?
tried to mic the amp.
with my Marshall DSL 40.
Yeah.
It's a combo amp.
Remember, we
I've
tried to
never
mic
heard
that,
that
and we
There's
were
before.
never
tubes in
happy.
it, but
Oh, I thought you meant like live, like we played live together.
No, I mean we tried to
Yeah.
mic the amp. We were never happy with it.
Yeah,
we put 3 mics on the bass cab on top of a skateboard.
On top of on top of my longboard.
3.
What?
There were
Which was
6
really-
different
it did-
signals coming out
That
of
is
What
that.
true.
mics did you put on the skateboard?
We did.
D6.
No, we didn't do a D6. We did.
oh,
we
wait,
did a
maybe not.
D112. A D6
Okay.
would be crazy.
I've got a full video of him
Yeah,
taking
dude.
you through everything that's happening
Really?
on that bass amp. I will send it to you.
I think
I
we
kinda
did.
Because
wanna
it
see
is,
it.
It was a
it's
lot.
mind melting.
I kinda wanna see it.
Here's the thing.
Scrapping all of it
We
though.
just did DI.
We didn't
It
use
didn't
any
sound
of it.
good.
And we
We
just,
just DI.
Yeah, dude.
and I did
There's
it
not
all
a
in
s-
post. I did it all in post.
Yeah.
There's
I
nothing
think
wrong
we
with
did
that.
run
Nothing
it-
wrong with that.
We did run through your pedal board though, right? We did. we
Yeah,
did
yeah,
have
yeah,
a
we
through
did
your
do that.
pedal board.
Yes.
But we didn't capture any cabs at all, right?
No, and
I'm a-
actually, to be completely honest with you, I didn't tell you guys this because I didn't want to upset you. I never used those pedal signals once. I just used the
Okay.
used the DI.
Can I be honest with you?
And then the amp sim.
Can I be honest with you? I knew.
We knew, and we
I knew
accept
when
you anyway.
I knew when we were recording. I was like watching you figure out like, oh, we'll go from the DI to the pedal board to the thing, and I was like, we're just gonna end up using the DI, but we can record both just so we have it.
Yes.
And if that makes all of us feel better in this moment, that is
Well,
what we're
and
gonna
what
do.
I
happened
don't
is
know why that was so funny.
we were very
as
ambitious.
soon as I saw you signal both up, I was like, we're just gonna.
We were very ambitious.
We were very
Yeah.
ambitious.
Yeah.
We
But I
also
thi-
learned pop mics aren't really all
We
that.
No.
shot for the moon,
Although
and instead of landing on the stars, fell and ate shit and broke all of our teeth.
We didn't break
a
atmosphere.
part of me wants to bring a pot next time we record something
I want it.
and try to squeeze it in there.
I want it.
somewhere.
I want it. Go back on
so
go
bad.
back on our previous episode, dude. I said I wanted it on the record, and I was outvoted.
I want it so
it back.
bad.
I want it
You
back.
wanted
I want it
what?
back. I want it
I
back.
want to bring a pot to the next session and just squeeze it in somewhere.
Like a pot
The-
pan.
the
It's
Gabagool
literally
mic.
like you know like where how it's like in The Sopranos he makes the sauce in the giant tall pot.
Yeah.
That just a pot and we put a 57 pointed at the bottom.
Here, we'll send the,
Yeah.
the video of the pop mic to one of y'all, and y'all can throw it up there.
It also is the same video with the bass rig thing. So the whole
Yeah, it's the
video.
same day.
Yeah, we can put it like right here if we want.
I don't know what we were smoking that day. Like that was that we were. And
Pot.
I remember. Yeah, apparently. I remember getting in my car, leaving that session, and being like, "This is gonna take a long time." Like, but it did, and the record is out. It's called "Learn to Follow." It is a
Yeah.
6-song EP, and we're really proud of it.
If you've been
Good.
following the podcast, you've heard me talk about our
whole-
battles with Spotify.
The whole thing. The whole
but it's
thing.
up. It's there.
Battles with Spotify and
DistroKid.
now.
Yes.
Oh, they're screwing you over too?
So yes, it was
Screwed
DistroKid.
and unscrewed.
Actually, not gonna lie, when I
Do I-
went on the podcast and ranted just about Spotify, when they took it down, it wasn't Spotify that took it down. It was DistroKid that took it down.
Do you want me to get into that whole thing?
Maybe. I think
Do you
we
want me to
should
peel
talk.
the curtain back?
Yeah,
Let's
a little
peel it
bit.
back
We
a little
did
bit.
some of
Yeah.
that,
Let's
but
peel it back.
give us another insight.
But also,
Story time with Jacob.
we gotta keep a little bit to us.
Yo, yeah,
some
no,
of it's for us. Some
no,
of
yeah.
it's for our hearts.
So,
Be cherished.
I'll tell you exactly where I was. I was in Cleveland for my friend's wedding, and the day after, I was spending a day with my parents, and we were like, we're in Cleveland. Let's go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We get to the
Nice.
parking garage. Oh, it was sick. I haven't been since I was like a little kid, and I was like, because I was just like, okay, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like whatever. And I walked in, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever, like.
I just showed someone the Prince and Tom Petty.
I want
While my guitar gently weeps solo because they're like, I don't know what that is. I was
Oh,
like,
that's such a
dude,
good.
my-
that's such
I
a
showed
good
it to
show.
you. What are you talking about?
I showed someone else. Is what I'm saying. You
Hey.
bum.
And you showed
Yeah.
that person indirectly, so you're
my
evangelizing.
Welcome.
deep-rooted
Thank you, person.
my deep-rooted like anti-establishment ethics makes me want to hate the concept of
yeah.
getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
yeah.
But as just an avid enjoyer of music, it was It's amazing. If you are ever in Cleveland, Ohio, you have to go. But we were there, and I get an email on my phone, or I get a text from one of you, and it's like, "Hey, the record's gone."
I think it was that.
I think it was Zach.
Yeah, I texted y'all.
I was like, "Hey, the record's
Hey,
gone."
guys,
and I was
where's
like,
our
"What?"
record?
And I mean, it was a wedding the day before, so I'm hungover. I'm with my parents, so I'm trying to hide it. Sorry, mom and dad, love you. And I open up my phone, and I go through my email, and what do you know? The band has an email from DistroKid, our distributor. And my mom was standing right there, and she saw like me just go pale. She was like, "What?" I was like, "Spotify took our record down." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "I have no idea." So what happened was DistroKid looked at our record, our distributor, and saw that one of our songs, "Change Me," was doing really well on like user curated and independent playlists, because we didn't get any placements from like any labels, any promotion companies,
Yeah, no.
or Spotify, like none of the editorial playlists or anything like that. Which
We were randomly
knew
put on like 2 playlists, but that was it.
yeah, like which we knew, like it was true, just like organic growth. Like we didn't pay for anything or anything like that. Like don't
I
believe in
think
doing that.
We haven't paid a lick of promotion, have
No,
we
we
at
have
all?
not. That song, just a couple people heard that song and put it on their playlist, and it just grew, and it did really well, especially compared to our other songs on that record.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, clearly you're buying bots." And they took it down, and then instead of telling us that their AI that detects bots is dog shit,
It's an AI.
it's an AI,
That's so dumb.
isn't it? That's what I thought.
so dumb.
And it's an AI, and instead of telling us that their AI that they paid for is dog shit, they blamed it on Spotify. Yeah.
what?
If you are an independent artist and you are using DistroKid, run for the hills. That's for real. Like
You're
for
not
real.
safe.
No,
None of
for
us
real.
are.
CD,
Run for the
baby.
hills. CD Baby,
CD
TuneCore.
Baby.
I literally, like, there was a moment when we were figuring out what to do next where I was like, we've seen no financial return on this record. If we printed off CDs and cassettes and sold them at shows, that is a more viable way for us, for the level of band that we are, to see a return on our music
Yeah.
and get it in people's hands. Because even
Making
if,
cassettes though.
because like as I said, I was like, I own like a bunch of cassettes. I don't own
oh,
a
that's
cassette player.
sick.
I
That's
don't own a
sick.
cassette player, but I bought those cassettes to be like, I want to support this band.
Yeah.
So I'm like, get it out. You know what I mean? But obviously, the record's back on streaming and stuff like that. You have to be on streaming. It's 2020.
At the beginning, though, when we were still trying to figure out what to do, didn't they like try to hold the record hostage? Because they said we had to remove
They
it
told us-
everywhere, right?
They told us that we have to pull it from all streaming services and then re-upload it for a fee.
and we'd be starting over stream
No.
counts.
And we'd be starting over stream counts. I don't know what happened. I'm going to be completely honest.
yeah.
I was sitting somewhere with my laptop, I think a coffee shop or something, and was just trying to figure out what to do next. And I was like, we got to get this record back up. So I just personally was like, it's $10. I have $10. Paid the $10, got the record back up. The song did better. We're now at like
Yeah.
we're approaching 5,000 streams on Change Me. Like
Yeah.
the song did better. And I was just like,
Mhm.
whatever. Let's re-upload this through DistroKid for the time being, because we still need to figure out what distributor to go through next for this new stuff. It's like, whatever, just get it back out there. I just want it back out there so that I can point to it and be like, look, we have a record. So when people are like, oh, what's your band like? You know, like, do you have music out? I don't have to go through the whole story again. And
Mhm.
within like the week that it was out, it reached its previous numbers and has now since like very much exceeded them. So it was a really cool moment
Yeah.
to watch that happen. I think what happened honestly was we dropped the record and then I immediately left for tour with Reese Young.
Mhm.
And you best believe every person I met on that tour got an earful about that record.
Didn't you talk
I'm
to
sure.
Brian from Knock Loose about it? Or one of the members from Knock Loose? Didn't you talk to them about the record or something like that?
No, I met Knock Loose doing a Jason Fest with Reese Young.
Right, right. You
And
told
that
it was
was
a void. It
before.
was a void, right?
It was the guys in a void I
Yeah.
told about.
Yeah.
Which where's my hat? I think it fell. Whatever. Shout out the boys in Avoid. They are
Mhm.
Avoid kicks ass.
Avoid kicks ass, dude. They are like truly like, if they don't like win Grammys and sell out arenas, there's no God. You know, like they are the most deserving they're the most deserving people in. Like, they're the best live
Yeah.
band ever. They write some of the best like modern rock I've ever heard in my life. They are four of the nicest, kindest, humblest people in the world.
Yeah.
And they liked the record, which was cool.
And Benny is a crazy vocalist.
Benny's
He's crazy.
a crazy guy.
His video,
Love you, Benny.
that video of him doing God of
Yeah,
God
with
of
Fit for a
Fire,
King.
dude.
I saw that tour.
Shout him out. Shout out Avoid. Those are my
I
boys.
saw that tour and he came out on stage. It was sick.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a great segue. In the middle of every episode, Jacob probably knows this because he's been listening.
Mhm.
We like to throw it to our guests and just surprise them with
That's
a song
right.
of the week segment.
Here's the deal. Do we want to do one song or
No, two separate. And I'll make the caveat: you can't both have the same song or artist.
Oh, we get to pick a song of the
Yeah,
week?
you guys are both
Yeah,
going
it's
to
the
pick
song
a
of the
separate
week.
song of the week.
Oh.
Whatever you've been listening to,
We'll
something
play
you've
30
been vibing
seconds
to.
of it for the people.
Zach will do yours first, and then Jacob.
you
So
go
what do
first. I don't
okay,
know.
Jacob will do yours first, and then Zach. Jacob, what
It
song?
doesn't have to be something
Gut
new.
reaction.
It could be
Go.
something new.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this already.
You already know what I'm gonna say. Mud by Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan TX. Or honestly, Mud, any song off of their new record.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put in that. It's like a drug. I can't stop listening to it. It is.
Mhm.
When you said mud, I really wanted to be like puddle of mud. I was
No.
like,
Puddle
all
of
right,
Mud.
all
The
right,
Puddle
all
of Mud
right.
cover of Nirvana.
No, the new rain. That one, yeah, rain. No, the new Kublai Khan record.
Mhm.
On the Downbeat podcast with Craig Reynolds, Brian Garris said it perfectly. Kublai Khan, their music is written, scientifically written for a response. And I know it, like, there's not a lot of crazy stuff happening on the new Kublai Khan record. It's just the perfect, like, bang your head music. Like, the riffs aren't hard, the drumming is just groovy, it's not very flashy. It's perfect in every way. They're so good.
Yeah,
They're
and
so
the
good.
production of it isn't too flashy, but it's just enough to let it hit you in the face just right.
It's really intriguing the way that they produced it because everything's so dark.
It's the way.
Yes.
It's
so
the
weird and
way that
punchy.
I love rock, the all rock music to be most of the time. Of we're just writing rock songs and putting microphones in front of them. We're writing hardcore punk song. We're writing metalcore breakdowns and just recording them. And here they are as is. And that's I really like that. So yeah, Mud or Low Tech, honestly, by
Dude, Low
Oh,
Tech is
oh,
crazy.
pick one.
Tech's
Which one? Which one?
we'll do Mud. That was the
Mud,
gut reaction.
yeah.
Mud
Mud's a
by
good one.
who? What's his
Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan. I'll send you the. I'll
I
send
don't
it to
even
you.
know how to spell that. Okay,
The
Zach.
supreme ruler.
Zach,
good.
what you got?
I was also gonna say a Kublai Khan song, but
You can't.
I beat you to
you
it. That's why. That's why I
You
went first because I
can't
knew
do
you
it.
were gonna.
And that's
Yeah.
why I put that caveat in there because I knew you both were gonna choose Kublai Khan.
Yeah.
Caveat.
I'm trying to think. I've been listening to the new Knocked Loose record a lot.
I've talked about it on this
He
podcast
has.
It's
before.
not even that new anymore, but in my heart, it's still very new and fresh, and I love it.
Every time I hear it, it's like I'm hearing it for the first time.
I'm so bad at remembering song names. I just listen to songs.
Which one are you?
I can't even.
How's it go?
Sing.
It's that one where he does like the rim clicks. I was playing it literally
Take Me Home.
yesterday.
Take me home.
No,
Take
not
Me Home.
Take Me Home.
Yep, it is Take Me Home.
No, not Take Me Home. It's the one that we started playing all together, where you like hit the toms and then it's like da 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 dum dum dum.
Oh, Blinding Faith.
Blinding Faith. That's
Yes,
it.
yes,
I love Blinding
yes.
Faith. I've been
Blinding
learning.
Faith by Knock Loose.
Yeah, I've been
Okay,
learning
okay.
that last couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
It's been
So-
pretty fun.
This is a fun segue. On the last podcast, the whole thing was
Oh yeah.
the whole thing was trying to get Massimo to listen to.
I was wondering if we were gonna
Heavier
like
Listen to his
music.
revisit
music.
this.
I think we should reprise
So
this.
I
yes.
think.
Oh no.
So I think.
I think we should hold him down and make
Knock
him listen
Loose.
to
No,
Knock
no.
Loose.
I just want to say this on record. I think Knock
Uh-oh.
Loose is a band that overall I don't think you would enjoy. The
Okay.
closing song of their last record, You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To. It's called Sit and Mourn. I have never gotten chills from a song like
Really?
that. It is they're one of the they're like in terms of heavy bands, they're cream of the crop. They are the kings right now. They're that good.
They are.
And
I mean, they're like the first hardcore band to play.
Coachella, Bonnaroo,
yeah,
so
Bonnaroo,
many.
yeah.
And like their last song, I mean, he's screaming, but it is an atmospheric kind of song. There's a big breakdown at the end that slows down twice.
Mm.
It is
Hey, I know a song by More Weight that does that.
yes.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Please listen to the record. Please listen to the record. Please listen to the record.
Please.
But I think
blew.
that
blew
But I
up our
think I
preamp.
want you to just whenever you feel like you are in a open mind space to just listen to the song "Sit and Mourn" by Knock Loose.
It doesn't have to be next year. I'm in a very fall, like
It's perfect for
whimsical
fall.
phase.
It's perfect for fall. It's a very good cold weather record.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Send me the record.
Cool.
Send me the record.
yeah, done.
Done. Okay. Well, here are those two songs for you right now.
I spent my life taking dynamite. Fool me once, fool me twice. I spent my life trying to live right. Taking some bones, only know how my toes touch stone. Down to my core, I suffer mine and I suffer more. Sifting dirt into jars, just to keep score.
I hope you guys enjoy those songs.
Yeah.
You better.
Didn't listen to them just now.
You will.
Send them to me, and I'm going to listen to them anyway because I have to put them in the pod.
Yes,
So
you do.
Yeah.
True.
because I edit this. He
Yes.
doesn't do anything. So
So
Yeah,
he
he
actually
doesn't do anything in our
he
band
actually
either.
lied to you earlier because he has heard the new Knock Loose because that was my song of the week once. So he lied.
Yeah,
like a
Suffocate,
month ago.
yeah.
I heard
With
something.
Poppy.
Oh, with Poppy,
Suffocate?
dude.
Yes.
Dude, I
It was
used to love
Suffocate, right?
Poppy so much.
I
And
still
when
do.
she like transitioned into her like metal
So good.
era, that was so fun.
Such
That
a
was so
good-
funny. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I think that song. It was right when it first came out, and I was like, dude, this like.
Yeah.
I was like,
The-
it's kind
the
of
reggaeton.
funky.
Dude,
It's reggaeton.
the reggaeton beat that he did, he does it like in 2 songs on
Yeah.
the new record.
Yeah.
And I love it.
They do it.
He
a
did
lot.
it in my song of the week that I just
It
said.
just sounds like a caveman hitting drums, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's
Love
sick.
Isn't that what we all want? At
It's,
the end of
that's
the
what,
day?
it's not what I want. It's what I need, brother.
this is a need.
It's what I need, dude.
That's what I need,
Um,
brother.
I wanted to ask you guys, all three of you, about your
Okay.
performance here at the Franklin Theater.
I'm gonna
Oh,
let
yeah.
you two go first
Okay.
because
Oh
I had
yeah,
an
yours is
experience
going to be
here.
a longer.
Yeah, Jacob
longer
had
explanation
a tough
and
time.
recap.
I had an experience.
But we play. It was a new event. I think the next one is there another one this year, or is it just gonna be next year?
I think it's next year.
Okay.
It's looking like
It was
maybe
put on
February.
by Chad Gilbert, a friend of the podcast, who's
Shout
been
out,
on here.
Chad.
Love you, Chad.
Truly
from
shout out,
Newfound
Chad.
Glory. And it's called Something Different. And what it was is basically it's
We talked about it a little bit here,
It's-
but anyway.
what I'm doing.
Okay.
You guys like an old married couple.
I'm just saying, if you've been listening,
Why
you
do
probably
mom
heard
and
a
dad
little bit
feel
about
like-
it.
I feel like I'm home for the holidays.
Two
No,
Jacobus's.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my relationships, people like a third party will come in and be like, "You act like a married couple," and it's only
I think it's
when
you.
it's me.
You're an old woman.
That's a great way to put it.
It's me. I just took off my cardigan. It was just so too freaking hot. I got
Yeah,
the sun beaming
Just
down
took
on
off
me.
his cardigan. You're an old woman.
You got a problem? You got a problem?
It's like that scene in Friends where he's like, "You're a woman." He gets all upset. He gets all upset. And he's like, "No, why are you upset?"
baby with flowers.
He's like, "I'm not upset about what you said. It's how you said it." And then Chandler's like,
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm a woman.
Anyway,
So good, so good.
I don't even know where I was.
You're explaining something
Explaining
different.
something different.
The-
Yeah.
something different is basically you get a musical performance before. In this case, it was you guys as an opener. Some guy from California, I forget his name. Do you guys remember his name?
Vinny Caruco, I
Vinny
believe.
Caru- I don't know
Or
how to pronounce his last
Caruna?
name.
Vinny-
Something. I'm sorry. Vinny from the movie Life.
I feel. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I feel very bad. I don't know his last name because he was very kind. To
He
us.
was very good.
He was
too.
very
Yes,
kind.
and he left his cup holder here, and I was going to steal it for us, but then somebody stole it from me.
I'm
Are you
so
serious?
sorry.
Someone stole the
Really?
cup
I set
holder?
it backstage to take home later that day, and it went missing. I think someone threw it out.
Oh,
That's tough.
or he returned and reclaimed his cup
No,
holder.
he
and
flew
the-
out. He's gone.
Yeah.
He didn't
He's
get that
gone.
sucker.
He's
Anyway,
gone.
and then music before, and then there's a movie of one of the artists that plays like their favorite movie. And that night it was Vinny's favorite. It was Three Amigos, which
Hilarious
great
movie.
choice, by the way.
Hilarious movie.
Great
Aged
choice.
quite poorly, but hilarious movie.
Still funny. But you guys played as an acoustic trio. Was that your first acoustic show?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
brother.
Oh,
yeah.
And-
What was that
Yes,
process
brother.
like?
Yes, brother.
What was that process like of making your songs from your kind of hardcore sound into an acoustic sound? What was that like
First, the hardest part I think was picking the songs
Yeah.
to do.
to do? How many did you do?
Well,
Three, four?
Chad asked us to do
did
one
four.
cover
Oh, we did
and three originals. And when
Okay.
we first discussed it, it's when we had first done 3 Days Grace. And he was like, I like that vibe. He's like, do something people will know, but is like in your realm. And I was like, okay, it's a good like launching spot. So
Yeah.
like we picked Super Heaven we picked what's it called?
Youngest daughter.
Youngest Daughter by Super Heaven.
Such a great song. Such an amazing album.
And I think it went really well too and translated too because we played it and people liked that we played it.
Well, also I was running front of house, so of course it translated
Yeah.
well because.
But I think picking the
sounded
three
so freaking
originals
good, guys.
was important.
The three originals was hard.
Yeah.
We played Change Me, which I think
That
from
was
what
the-
I would have expected would have translated the least because that's like one of our heavier songs, aggressive.
Fast.
Like,
Dude, that was
translating
my
to
favorite
acoustic,
one of the night.
It was the
109
best
minutes.
transition. Yeah.
190
That was my
BPM.
favorite one
Change
of
Me
the night.
is also the song that got us in trouble. Like that's the song
That's
that's
the
doing.
song that got us taken
That's the
down.
song that's doing really well. That I remember when we wrote that song.
Yep.
I remember being like, I think this is my least favorite on the. Like
Yeah.
this. It was the one that we tried the least with.
We thought
and
like
it's-
Cold and Downfall was going to do the best.
and they
and
are.
they're like at the bottom.
Yeah, they're like the bottom
Downfall
two.
is dead last.
Yeah,
believe.
I think Downfall is dead last.
I liked it because I shoehorned Pickety Thirds in.
all I did was throw a ton of verb and delay.
That's what I want.
on your
always.
vocal.
That's what I want.
I mean,
always.
I don't do front of house crazy often. I do it, but that was a ton of fun to mix, guys.
And it
that
was-
was a ton of fun to mix.
I remember a very dear friend of the band, Grace Patrick, was there, and she's
Yep.
done a lot of
Oh,
work
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
We love you,
Love you, Grace.
Grace.
She was there for our sound check,
Mhm.
and she came up to me and she was like, "If you guys stopped making rock music and just went out as an acoustic trio, that would still work for y'all."
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
that was a cool moment, especially because picking the songs was hard. Like we have a ballad, Talking to Ghosts, and we were like, okay, we have to do that one.
It was the
obviously.
one that when you first think, okay, what'll translate acoustic? Well, Ghost.
Well, Ghost.
Ghost
duh.
is easily an acoustic song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cold was, I think, the most fun for me to make acoustic,
Yeah.
just because it is kind of like it's a loud rock song on the record, but it is very emotional and could be a ballad.
It like treads the line of ballad.
Yeah, it could be a ballad, but then there's a breakdown. You
And
know
then
what
there-
I
and
mean?
then there's, like, breakdowns and blast beats.
Yeah, there's blast beats and breakdowns, but it could be a ballad. So to finally make it a ballad felt like a very full circle moment. And then Change Me was the one we were kind of all on the fence on. And then when we rehearsed it and you did your thing on it, it was, I don't know, like it was just, it was so different from everything else. There was a vibe for sure.
yeah.
I had a horrible time playing that show. I'm not going to lie to you.
You want to get
guys.
into it?
So I'll get into it.
Jacob, how you doing after that show? You okay?
I'm getting a surgery on December 2nd.
We keep getting surgeries after fun shows
Gosh.
that we play.
I haven't.
So
All right, walk us through your day.
next.
That
So
day.
I
Walk us
have
through
a
your day.
medical condition. My doctors for a long time believed it was GERD, and now they believe it is something called EOE.
I didn't know this. I didn't
Yeah.
know that you weren't.
Me neither.
I didn't hear the news about the not being GERD. I just thought it was
EOE.
GERD.
I told you at the headline was a surgery, or the procedure. It's not really a surgery. I'll be fine. But yeah. So I have a very tiny esophagus. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. And I have problems with my
It's just a
esophagus
boy.
a lot of the times. And when the wonderful and illustrious staff here at the Franklin Theater provided us catering, it was chicken. And a piece of chicken got caught right here. And I could not get it to come up or go down. Cue me in that bathroom, and downstairs in the parking lot.
Right
doing
outside this window, just right down there.
Truly outside this window. If they looked down and saw me, they could.
Yeah.
Forcing myself to vomit to try and just get it to come up. Because I was like, it's clearly not going down. Grace, once again, love you, Grace, was there. And she did everything for me. And they pushed back doors by 5 minutes and then another 5 minutes. And those 5 minutes came up. And she was like, what
Not
do you
even
want to do?
doors, like show
Show,
start.
yeah, show starting.
Showtime.
Showtime
Like, they pushed
started.
it back for
Showtime.
show start.
And I was like, rock and roll, baby. Like I think that's exactly what I said to Grace, and was like, we're going. And I just got on stage with Vinny, thank you so much for this. He has his little cup holder on his microphone stand.
The aforementioned
That
cup
he
holder.
Yes, yes,
that he,
the aforementioned.
the aforementioned cup holder. That he was like, "Are you cool if I leave it on the mic stand?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care, whatever. It's not. I'm gonna be sitting down anyway." And I put a teacup on there, and I, in between verses, was spitting and vomiting into said teacup as quietly and as just softly
I
as
could
I
see
could.
him out of the corner of my eye just going.
As the person running sound, I didn't hear a thing.
I
so.
yeah, I did it away from the microphone. I also think I missed the teacup a couple of times, so sorry to whoever had to wipe that up off of the theater floor.
I didn't notice that.
And truly, like, I could not even keep my saliva down. Nothing was going down. I could breathe fine, but it was just, it was so uncomfortable.
It was like past your windpipe, but not
Yes.
to your stomach. Yeah, so
It was
like
right
in the middle.
here.
Yeah.
It was right here.
Right,
It wasn't
yeah.
here. It was here. And truly got off stage. The second we were done playing, said thank you, hopped up, gave my guitar to Grace, went back outside, went right back at it. And it really bummed me out when I was like, I can't get this to go down. So I had to go to the hospital. And it's fine. Like, again, look, my life wasn't in danger. It was just like, of course. You know what I mean?
We had fun
Like,
giving you cocktails of random liquids that we were like, this'll help.
no, yeah. People
like
kept giving me
shoving
stuff.
boiling water down his
Yeah.
throat and like
Hot
Sprite,
water, cold water, hot salt water, cold salt water,
Coke.
tonic water
Sprite or
with lemon,
something.
Coke, Sprite, all of it, dude. And it just wasn't going
We
down.
just kept making
Wow.
you throw up.
And it wasn't
more.
until I went to the hospital that they were like, and again, like, the doctors immediately were like, we got you. Like, we know exactly what's happening. And my dear friends, Grace ended up coming to the hospital. Max Gomez came with me to the hospital. The lead vocalist in the band Patchwork, shout him out. We're playing with them again on November 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
And they were all there. And Reese Young was there, the artist that I tour for. And
Big happy family.
big happy family. It was very fun. Reese brought a deck of cards so that we could play games in the waiting room. It was very sweet of him. But yeah, I would love to come back here and play here again while I'm not going through a
We're not gonna let you eat.
Medical crisis.
a
chicken.
medical crisis.
No chicken.
No chicken.
I will not
chicken.
touch
We're gonna give
catering.
you baby food.
Yeah, dude. I just give me an ice.
Soft
applesauce.
foods only.
Yeah,
Only
applesauce and like
applesauce.
Give me an
mushed up
IV.
banana.
Give me an IV to just feed me nutrients, dude.
Yeah.
I'm chill with that, man.
Applesauce
Give you a feeding
and
tube.
whiskey, and then
As
that's
I
it.
was gonna say, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't eat anything at catering as I'm drinking whiskey. You know?
That's
You're
fine. You
only
can't
gonna
get that
get
stuck in your
applesauce
throat.
and whiskey. and
We're gonna
that's
give you
it.
baby
Yeah.
food and booze.
Applesauce and whiskey. That's a country song right there, brother.
Applesauce and
whiskey.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Drink so much whiskey I can't eat food. That's a pretty good. I mean, come on, that writes itself.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, no.
You guys should be a country band and write some country songs.
We were told that we should play every other genre except the one we're playing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So, honestly, we have that.
That is true.
So
We,
that's-
we
call
like to
Brendan-
play a lot of funk when we rehearse. Like,
Oh,
really?
really? Oh,
He'll start
dude.
doing some weird rhythmic palm muted shit, and then I'm like,
Dun-dun-dun.
I just do like this
Dun.
weird like tight hi hat groove, you know, and then they'll do some weird shit on the ride bell.
every band becomes a funk band during the downtime that they
Yes.
have in a writing session.
I call
Every
Brendan
band
for
becomes a
It's too
funk
much
everything.
band.
fun.
Everything else except for what you guys do.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just- I
But
mean,
It usually starts with him doing some kind of weird bass line, you know, and then
Yeah.
and then I jump in, and then Jacob's like,
okay.
yeah.
But going back to the acoustic show, it was a weird experience where everybody came up to me and they were like, "That's the best you've sounded vocally," and I was like, well, "That
Yeah.
sucks," because I was choking. So like,
Yeah.
imagine how much better it would be if I wasn't.
Or
And
maybe that was the secret.
maybe
sauce.
that's the secret sauce, dude. Maybe
Choke
that's
on
what
a
it
piece
is.
of chicken
Who's got
the whole
chicken?
way.
Maybe we do that
But-
more often.
For us, it was like, at least for me, I was like, okay, it's not lost on me that how many people have come up to me and said the best my band has ever sounded is when I'm not screaming. So,
Yeah.
and like we're in the middle. Yesterday was the first official day that we started our writing process, and for our next couple of releases, we're not doing a record right now. We're doing just a bunch of singles, but we're writing and recording it like it's a record.
Yeah.
And because that's just how you got to play the game now, and that sucks. Because I really like
The
albums.
singles game sucks.
Single game sucks.
Yeah.
If the only way you consume music is streaming, change that. Buy physical copies of the things you love.
That's
because
right.
don't trust the cloud. It's all gonna go away one day.
Hold it. Hold it.
Hold on to it
in
in
your
your
hands. Physically.
Yes.
I'm with you.
And
You can get that signed too. You can't get a
That's right.
stream signed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sign your phone.
sign my screen protector.
No, you just type your name. You just type your name in the
I don't know.
notes
That's
page.
actually kind of sick. Getting your phone signed by like one of your idols.
That actually would be kind of
That
cool.
is kinda cool, right?
I've never signed a titty, but I've signed a couple iPhones in my day. when I was really in the trenches, I signed an Android. All right, it was we were in the middle of
Sign
nowhere.
somebody's weird Galaxy flip open phone.
Oh,
Google
no.
Pixel.
It flips over.
I thought it was an iPad. It was someone's cell phone. That's crazy.
I signed somebody's Nokia. Like,
What you
Dude,
do
I
is
signed a clicker.
you go
but-
in their notes page and you just type your name. That's
Jacob Kurlikowski.
That's terrible.
yeah, Brendan Ayton, Saint Jacob. Like,
That's funny.
Oh, that's terrible.
but yeah, like
Look at the signature I got.
bro. Did you just type that yourself? Maybe.
Put that on your wall. You just like keep your phone charging and like put it on your wall. Keep
Yeah.
it no like screen
Take a
timeout. Just
screen-
always
you
there.
Take a screenshot of it, and then you print out a giant screenshot
Yeah, of your
app
notes
and put it
pad.
on your wall.
we're a very, and it's funny because it rears its head more and more. Like we're a band that very much is like you're running a Helix, and I will be analog till the day I die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like unless we're
Oh wait,
gotten
we
some
need
slack.
to talk about this.
no, we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
No, we
so
don't.
we
No,
don't
we
talk
don't.
about
We
it.
don't need to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
From Los Lonely Boys.
I don't want to talk about
was
this.
so
Helix.
rude
I
to
told
you.
him about it last night.
I don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to talk about your Helix. Sorry, excuse me. I don't want to talk about your Helix. I don't want to talk about your Helix.
Because you don't like it.
It looks dumb.
So I'll say this. So I play with a quad cortex when I play for an artist named Reese Young. When this airs, I'll be in Lawrence, Kansas, playing on
Yeah.
tour with him with
Nice.
Zero and Afterlife.
On Halloween, really?
Yes, on
you know,
Halloween.
you know the exact city you're gonna be in.
Yeah,
That's
You
cool.
gonna go
Because it's the
trick or
Halloween
treating in
show.
Lawrence?
it's the Halloween show.
Yeah, you gonna go trick or treating?
No, I'm going to be playing a show.
Before the show, you're not gonna make time.
I'm going to be working.
I'd make time.
And
Dude, just
I
go,
play with
just
quad
hold
cortex
a
with
bag
him.
out with candy and
Yeah.
you'll throw it in.
But I play quad cortex with him because it's just easy. Like when we're touring, like it's easier to fly with that kind of stuff. We're not that band yet, so I don't know how to feel about the Helix. Like one day I'll play on a quad cortex, I'm sure, but right
Yeah.
now, but it is good. But yeah, like we're in the middle of our just to kind of get us back on track here. We spiraled
Yes.
for a minute.
Yeah.
we do
we
that.
did. Yeah, yeah.
We
yeah.
are-
That's okay.
We are in the middle of our, or not even the middle. We are at the beginning of our writing process, and going into it, like I feel like the moments that really grab all of us more are the big, like, I don't like this word, but
Don't say it.
shoegaze.
Shut up!
I do. Dude, like,
Oh.
We're not a shoegaze band.
we're not a shoegaze
We're not a
band.
shoegaze
yet.
band.
We don't know. We don't know.
I
But,
kind of like it though.
Like every like for one of the songs, I won't say which one, but we'll know. We were like, we like the song, but the intro sucks. We got to write something, and it was just as easy as, okay, cool. I'll make a pad with my guitar and my pedal board.
With
He'll
your
do some
sick
cool
new
drum stuff.
reverb
My sick
pedal.
new reverb from Lick Larum Audio,
It's cool.
and like it literally is like, oh, okay, I'll just do some weird trancey shit, and he plays a bass solo.
Yeah.
Done. And then cool. And,
And
then
then
we
all
go
of a
into
sudden I
song.
start drumming.
Yeah.
and then we're in.
And then we're
And
in.
so I'm very excited to embrace a lot more of the melodic and songwriting elements of the band.
Yeah.
Because, and I've said this before, Nashville does not need another hardcore band. And maybe that's a hot take. But like, perfect example, back in June or July, I can't remember, I believe it was June, we played a show with this band, Achilles Heel.
That was fun.
Yeah.
They are one of the,
That was a great show.
they are cream of the crop.
Is that the one I went to?
Yes, it
Yes,
is the
it
one you went
was.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
That was
when
the one you went
saw
to.
us. It
Yeah,
took you long enough to finally see us play.
Yeah.
I'm a busy dude, all right?
I'm excited to bring a lot more post-hardcore to the shows because Achilles Heel is a band that is like, that's beat your friends up music. And they are
Yeah.
like, I would equate Achilles Heel to the same school of Kublai Khan where it's like, this is written for a response. I don't care who you are. You hear this, you're gonna move your
Any
body.
band that says their own name enough, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. But like I'm excited to kind of bring more of that. Cause I don't know, man. Like all of our songs are like, here's this horrible thing I went through when I was sad. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm excited to kind of see where it takes us. Like I said, we're at the beginning. Probably by the time this airs, we'll be in the middle. So I'm excited.
For Middle by
the new
Jimmy
stuff.
Eat World.
That's great.
You made the same joke on the last podcast. I listened to it in the car right here.
Oh, that's so good.
Do I make that joke that often?
I guess so.
I guess so.
I
That
guess
might be the last time I made that joke. I don't
on
know.
record and on camera, both times I've said the middle, you've just gone by Jimmy Eat World.
That's so funny. It's ingrained in my mind. And when I played with Open Casket Wedding, we did a metal
I know
cover
you
of
did.
that song, and we played it so often, and it will live with me forever.
It's not a. I mean, there's worse songs. I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
that's-
we did a
that's-
Shawn Mendes song too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Are we just airing out Open Casket Wedding?
Wedding?
You busted the pod?
Wait, wait,
You
wait.
said a Shawn
Open
Mendes?
Casket Wedding
You
plays
make
Shawn
these guys
Mendes?
one cocktail and they
did.
just air all their shit out, dude. Look
Let me
at
tell
this.
you about what happened when I was 8 years old. Too.
Open Casket Wedding. You guys are. They don't do anything. They're done,
We're
right?
toast. We broke up. We broke up at a Christmas party at my house. He was there because
was
he was
there.
our last vocalist.
I was
Whoa.
a fill-in
He was
vocalist.
a film vocalist for one song.
I was given 2.5 weeks to learn how many songs are on
like
that record?
9 or 10 songs.
I think it's 12. I'm going to be honest with you.
we did the whole album. We did, I think, almost the entire album and a cover.
Yeah, I was given 2.5 weeks to learn an entire album that I did not write a single note of.
Or
on
no, we didn't do a
vocals.
cover. It was the album release show.
It was
we
the
just
album
did
release
the whole
show.
album.
Usually
front
the
to
whole
back.
album. And so I was like the last vocalist. And at the Christmas party at Zach's house, they took me to the side.
We had a huddle. We had arms around each other's shoulders because we had our lead guitarist was back in town, or he was about to move, I think, back to Massachusetts. So all of us were there, and we were like trying to make the band work for several months, and then we just realized it wasn't happening. So we had a heart to
That
heart, and then
sucks.
Jacob walked by, and he's like stumbling. You
hammered.
know?
What's up?
It's
I
late
was
in the
hammered.
night.
I was
know?
like,
We're
you guys
"Yeah,
want
yeah,
another
come
shot?
on."
And they're like, we're having a moment. I'm like, oh, this is why am I here?
We got him in there. He was like, we're like, it's been a real run. We're having our end of the movie moment, and then Jacob's like, why am I here?
You know, they're truly like, it's been a good run, guys. And I'm like, shot? You know?
Yeah.
But to be fair, we've been a band we're coming up on 2 years.
Good for you guys.
Are we really?
2
we
years?
started-
That sucks. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we would have done a lot more by now.
That sucks.
That was more disheartening than it was wholesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, until you said that, yeah.
Zach, I'm doing the best that I can.
We all are. That's the problem. And I feel like I'm as much as a part of the
Well,
band as
can
you
I tell
guys.
you
To be
what's
honest, this is nice. This is
been,
nice.
like endearing about the band process so far is that like
What?
we've had our setbacks. Like
but
Zach.
I've always been there.
No.
No, you haven't always been there.
What are
No.
you gonna say, Brendan? You're gonna say
I was
some real
just gonna
shit
say
right
that
now.
like Zach broke his wrist, which screwed us up. Not broke, whatever. You know what I mean.
I ruined
Messed
everything.
up his wrist. The first recording of Downfall didn't go the way we wanted to. A lot of stuff got set back, but I think it like made us a better band.
Yeah.
And I think the acoustic show made us realize that we're not just good at playing heavy music together. We're just good musicians playing together, and
That
we
was a
enjoy
great
it.
show,
Yeah.
guys.
We have the
That was a
best.
great
We have
show.
the best like chemistry to play together. I think out of any projects I've played in.
Yeah.
Like the three of us can just like all of a sudden start playing something in the garage. We know when the transitions are, what we're gonna do next. Like we all think alike that we can play
It is a-
an acoustic show or a metal show together and
Yeah.
it will work. you know?
I've said this to you before. I'll say it on the pod. I am so blessed that I'm playing with a bass player and a drummer that can read the back of my head.
yeah.
Like truly, every time I'm like, "Oh, it would be cool if they did this," it happens, and it's magic. Truly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we've been playing together for a long time, even before Morlade.
True.
So I think that's a big part of it.
That's the stuff you want. Is
Yeah.
the guys around you to be like to already know what you want before you do it. Like
We-
that's
Yeah.
that's the
sat,
stuff.
We were sitting yesterday during a writing session, and I'm going to segue into something here. We were sitting in a writing session trying to write a part of a song, and we were like, "Oh, how's it going to go?" And I'm sitting there thinking of the notes and stuff like that, and I was like, "Okay, I have barely an idea."
Oh, I don't.
And then we started the song up and just played through past what we were writing, finished the song that's not finished, and we all looked at each other and we were like,
That was
so
cool.
that's the song.
That's it.
That
So-
was
so-
sick.
yeah.
So that's the song.
Yeah.
Like that was like if I had $1 for every time, like just in the middle of playing, they'll do something, we'll transition to something, and I just go,
I love the validation. I love the validation when I do
Dude.
something. I'm like, that was kind of cool. And I look up and Jacob's like,
every time I've missed vocal cues before, like vocal lines during shows, because he'll do something different that he doesn't usually do, and I'll be singing in the microphone and I'll go, "Ooh," and I'm like, I'm like, that was
so
crazy,
good.
dude. I'm like, ooh.
That
Yeah.
is so
Yeah,
good.
it's fun.
I think we just all really like playing music together, and that's why it's like,
Yeah, that's so
like
good.
our last tour, we played 2 house shows and then the Basement OG, and
Yeah.
we all just went into it being like, this is gonna be a slog. This is not, you know what I mean? But we're here and we're gonna make the most of it.
Yeah,
and
both the out of town shows were a slog.
they were a slog, and
Yeah,
we
they were.
had a blast at
But
both.
so much fun.
We had a blast.
Yeah, dude.
Because we just got to play music together. Who
so
cares?
much fun. And we're going back to the show we played in Memphis.
So we're
on that-
actually-
not the same venue,
Yes.
same people.
The same. So
Same people who run it.
Yeah, tell
on
us.
November 15th, we will be in Memphis, Tennessee. We're
Mhm.
playing at a place called The Warehouse with Flowers
Which
for
used
the
to be
Dead.
Haven House.
It used to
right?
be Haven House. Now they have a different space called The Warehouse.
Mhm.
Jay, the person in charge. I don't know if anybody else is involved right now.
Love that dude. He was
Jay
so
was
cool.
the only person that I met at our show, and Jay, you're a real one, dude.
Dude, Jay
Like,
was
for
Yeah.
awesome.
real,
Jay was
you're a real
cool.
one.
What a hang.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's great.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Anyway,
Yeah, we'll be playing November 15th at the Warehouse in Memphis, Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
with Flowers for the Dead, who I believe is a Washington, D.C. band that's also on tour. Very excited
That's
to have
crazy.
them on.
I didn't know that.
Banales, which I believe is Jay's band, and Non-Kana. Actually.
oh,
That's cool.
sick.
That's cool.
And Non-Kana, who I'm very excited to have on. They make some weird stuff. And then November 17th, we'll be playing at the Arcane Workshop in Nashville, Tennessee. Or
Which
just-
I'm so
I
hyped
guess
about.
technically
I-
Madison.
I shop there for Magic cards.
I guess
and I get to
technically
play there now.
Madison is Nashville, Madison, Nashville. We'll be playing there with Patchwork, our dear friends at Patchwork, and our dear, dear friends in Sunflower King. So if
Mhm.
you're in either of those cities during those times,
That's gonna be fun.
we're gonna be playing the new stuff that we're writing for the first time.
Yeah.
It'll
Oh,
be our
that's
last.
sick.
Yeah, that's kind
We
of
gotta build
why.
a set list
That's
for
kind of
that.
what those shows are for. Is like
Yeah,
we're
test 'em
we're
out.
field testing the new stuff.
Yeah.
and
Eventually, we're gonna get a following in Memphis if we do this a couple more times.
I would love
Oh,
a
yeah.
fun. I love Memphis, Tennessee. I
Yeah.
love everybody that I've ever met in Memphis is like the realest person I've met. The people that were at our show in Memphis back in what was that? May, June,
That was May. Yeah.
May.
May. Everybody that
Right?
was there did not know who we are, did not know who Shut Eye was, who came with us on that tour. Shout
Yeah.
him out too.
Shout out. I'm wearing their.
Yeah,
Should I?
We love Shut
they
Eye.
did not know. They were just like saw the flyer, listened to a little bit of y'all's music, seemed like cool bands. We wanted to show up, and the Memphis show went hard. Like everybody,
It was fun.
everybody at
That
that
was
show
crazy.
was
Very
sick.
small space.
It was
very
truly,
good energy.
Truly, me to where the people were was like
Ow.
this. I break the wrist again.
This is the same arm. Too.
Just blood shoots out like a Tarantino movie. But yeah. Shout out everybody who's keeping like DIY and hardcore alive in Memphis. It's great.
Well, look.
Yeah.
As we kind of close here,
We simmer down.
I want to finish on the fact what you guys were saying that you guys all blend together well and you work together well. I think that's such a huge thing. We just got done with one of my sessions
Yeah.
this past Sunday.
Oh yeah. We were talking about that yesterday.
And that's the first session I've come off of mine where I'm like, wow, this group of people I'm with, not even what we did, which was stellar. I love what we did, but the group of people I'm with impacted me so much. And those are the only guys I want to call again. And that's the same deal with you guys. I think you guys have a great trio going, and that's really special. So I just think that's really cool. For
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
That's
I-
really
I'm gonna
good.
cry.
This is gonna like this is like I can't imagine a better lineup for
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we got going on. Truly.
That's
I mean,
so
there's
good.
a reason that we've played together in like several different projects.
Yes.
We've played
Yeah.
in 4 projects now.
You're right.
Oh,
We played in the
man.
3 of us have played in 2 separate projects.
yeah.
We're getting old, bro. We're getting old.
Not
Even-
even, bro.
even
that was in the span of like 3 years. We just can't keep a stable gig going.
Yeah.
Well, now we can.
That's it right there.
That's kind of what I was saying with us being a band for we're coming up on 2 years is like I haven't since moving to Nashville, I haven't been in a band that long.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean I've
I
played
think this is the longest band I've been in. Though.
I've played for Reese Young.
We're in a
that long,
serious relationship,
but I
guys.
haven't we're in a serious relationship. Is this love? Are we in love? Can we say that? Do you want keys to my house? Do you want to move in?
I'll take some keys to your house. Yeah.
All right, baby.
See how easy that is, Brendan?
Hey,
why
yeah.
can't you give me keys to your house?
Hey Massimo. Hey Massimo, this is a ride you wouldn't survive, all right? So just
Massimo's actually going around collecting keys. He just has a keychain. He's like, these are all my
I
friends'
have
keys.
actually 100 keys on one.
This is a
keychain.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
He's just collecting.
and I don't break into the houses and steal things. I just kind of sit and just
Yeah,
enjoy
if
the
you
room.
if you've been on the Green Room podcast,
I like to look at what's in their fridge. I don't take anything.
if you've been on this podcast, he has a copy of the keys to your house. I just want you to know.
Sorry, Dave.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
Dave.
Dave.
Dave
Sorry,
Hagen, I'm so
Chad. Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry, Pete. Yeah.
Also, Dave, you're certainly not going to listen to this, but I miss you. I miss you.
Can we give a
I
quick shout out
Dave.
to Dave Hagen? We all know
we did
Dave
a shout
Hagen.
out for Dave Hagen on the last podcast too.
We did, and we're doing another one
And we're
because
doing a
that man
shout out-
deserves it.
shout
That
out
man
Dave
does
Hagen.
deserve it.
Yeah,
He,
that man
he got
deserves
a
it.
Grammy working with Kebmo, and now that we've had him on the podcast, we know that he was one of 2 mixers, technically 3 because Kebmo was mixing too.
Okay.
But he's the man.
Dave Hagen's the man.
Dave Hagen,
Yeah.
man. Well, as you guys know, at the end of the podcast, we like to let our guests kind of spiel whatever they did. Of course, you did the whole time, which is totally fine. But whatever you guys
yappers.
got coming up, your socials, anything you want to tell our audience on this lovely, lovely Halloween day, night, evening, whenever you're watching.
I want you to go first.
Oh, there's a thigh
I
touch.
don't-
There's
I-
a thigh
I
touch.
don't wanna
the
go
first
first.
one,
You're going first.
surprisingly.
You're on the spot now. Last time you shouted out
Uh,
Skittles gummies, so
I really like.
make
I
this one a
really-
good one.
I really
forgot
like
about
these
that.
socks. These are Stance brand socks. I have several
kinda
pairs
nice.
of Stance socks. But
What's
these
the
are,
brand? What's the
these-
brand?
Stance.
Stance?
Stance.
STANCE?
Yes, exactly.
That's a
they're
weird
really
name.
good socks. I have several pairs of them.
doing?
These are my floral
gosh.
like Hawaiian print ones. I
Hawaiian?
have some other one. No.
Oh, dude. No.
What? I'm Italian. We talked about this.
You're Italian?
Yes, all 3 of us have bonded over that we're some degree of
Hey,
Italian.
Zach.
4 of us are
Hey
some
Zach,
degree of
this
Italian.
is why you will never get a microphone when we play. This I just want you to know. You're in a Zach did backing screams on our record. He did all the low screams.
Yes,
I
They
did.
sound wonderful. I'll never give you a microphone when we play live because I'm afraid
I'll
you're
get
going
my.
to do
I'll
this.
bring my own.
Oh, great.
I'll bring my
Great.
own.
Zach sets up
I'll
his own
plug
PA.
it in.
You'll bring your own, but you won't have a cable run to that sucker.
No, Zach's gonna set up his own PA just for his own.
Yeah, I am. I have,
He
hey,
brings
it's
a front of
my
house
PA.
guy.
It's my PA that we use in rehearsals. I will bring that whole bitch and we will. I will put it right behind my drum kit and I will say whatever the I want. Sorry, Brendan, you're gonna bleep a lot of that out.
That's so
You
funny.
can't control me.
That's so good.
I love these socks. I don't really care about you following me on Instagram. Follow the band.
More weight.
More weight band.
At More Weight Band.
And
That's
whatever.
implied.
Jacob,
the
what
ad
you
is
got?
implied.
Jacob, what you got?
Yeah, we got 2 shows to kind of close out our year. We've got Memphis, Tennessee on November 15th with, as I said, Flowers of the Dead, Non-Kana, Banales. I believe I'm saying that right. I could be wrong, but it's on the
Benalise.
Instagram. And then 2 days later, on the 17th of November, we are playing at the Arcane Workshop with
town.
Patchwork and Sunflower King.
I'm going to try to go to that one.
Cover
Blade
those
Bass.
shows because
That's
it's going to be
crazy.
the last show of our year, and all of our closest personal friends are going to be there. I'm
Buy
going
merch.
to be,
We
I'm going to be
released
wearing.
merch
I'm going to be
recently.
wearing matching glitter tears with the singer from
Oh,
Sunflower King,
that's sick.
Audrey. She's wonderful. Buy our merch at that show. Last time we were on the podcast, we did not have merch. Now we have merch that we handmade ourselves.
Yeah, you did.
He bleached and acid washed
Shout
a
out
bunch of
Zach.
stuff that we bought.
Should I
and
buy
it
a
looks
shirt?
great. Yes,
Yeah,
you should buy a
Should I
shirt.
buy?
They
Can
look
I-
really cool. I don't know if they're your vibe, but we have like sweaters and stuff too.
Do I get one
like,
for free because I'm a buddy at the pub?
No.
Whoa.
No, Buster. We're broke.
And also,
Oh my god.
one
Oh,
last thing I
brother.
want to shout out. I'm going on tour as a guitar player for Reese Young.
Yep.
I will be.
Maddie's gonna get one for free.
Get out of here, Mosswell. Let him speak.
Yeah,
What are you doing here? Why are you here?
This is my podcast. What do you mean? What am I doing?
I thought it was your.
It's different. It's different. It's different. When it's a girlfriend, you know.
Yeah, but like,
Anyway, as I was saying for my shout out,
We digress.
it's my podcast, but let us do a clean wrap up.
Thank you,
I will
Brendan
be
and
on
Massimo,
tour.
for coming on our podcast.
Yes, I'll be doing a tour with Reese Young playing guitar with Afterlife and 0936. We will be gone from the dates of October
Afterlife is sick.
17th
That's so
to
cool.
to October 17th to November 7th, I believe. And then after that, we come home and do the more weight shows. And then after that, I will be playing with Reese Young, opening for Under Oath in Newport, Kentucky, the city that's right across the bridge from Cincinnati and Chicago. So if you are in any of those
Nice.
cities during any of those times, please come.
Chicago. Our
Come
boys
check-
in Chicago.
Buy merch from Reese Young. Buy merch from More Weight.
Yeah.
Buy merch from Shut Eye. Buy merch from
Yeah.
all of our friends.
Yeah.
Listen to the Green Room podcast.
Yeah. What
Put your
you're
seatbelt
already
on.
doing.
Put your seatbelt on when you drive, but don't open your eyes.
Don't text and drive.
Let God take that wheel.
Yeah.
Tell her you love her.
Drink an old fashioned.
That's a fun. Yeah. Hey. Make old fashions with your friends. Have cocktails with your
Drink
friends.
more.
Zach
Drink
is the
more.
only one that hasn't
Spend
finished
time with your
his.
friends.
Zach,
Check in
you
on.
still got a hefty. Come on.
There we
Ziggy, oi, oi, oi.
go.
Check in on your friends. Make sure they're doing good. Get drinks with them.
Give your parents a call.
Give your parents
That's
a call.
right.
Yeah.
I should call my
support
parents.
local music.
That's right.
Go to local shows.
That's right.
Like ours in
That's
Memphis,
right.
Tennessee on November 15th and Nashville, Tennessee on November 17th.
Don't cuff your jeans. It's out of style.
I really
All
thought
right.
I was really nervous. I cuffed my jeans when you said that. I still do it. All right. I'm bi. It's different. All right. It's my. It's,
Okay, don't cuff your jeans if you're not bi.
Unless you're bisexual, because that's how we know.
I guess if you're gay too. You
That's
can
the
cuff your-
tell.
That's how
Yeah.
we know in the wild.
My pants are not cuffed, Mossmo. Get
It's
out of
the
here.
tell.
to cuff
You're gonna
them.
confuse too many people if you cuff your jeans and you're straight.
Anyway, well, this has been the Green Room Podcast, the Halloween special.
What a
Thank
train
you
wreck of
again
an
to-
episode we've given you. What an absolute train wreck.
It's gonna be fun to listen
Have
to.
fun editing.
I can't wait to. I was gonna say I can't wait to
Hang
edit
on, wait.
this.
Can we say as many swear words as we can in like 15
No, 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 no,
seconds?
no,
so that
no, no, no.
Peace.
I'm so, Mom, I'm so sorry. This has been the Green Room Podcast, the Halloween special. What are you doing?
Just let it happen. Just keep going.
Everyone give his microphones to.
Oh, please,
Just
please.
keep going.
This has been the
so
Green
many
Room
phase issues.
Halloween edition. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have one more episode this year, the Christmas special. I don't like this.
Now you know how the president feels.
Thank you, America.
I gotta pee.
USA. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. We're gonna have another band actually come on for the Christmas episode. It's gonna be really great. And have a happy Halloween, and we'll see you guys. Ciao.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.